Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and today we're going to be talking about a CBD topical company called Abacus, ticker ABCS on Canadian Exchange. So stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and hit the bell notification so you're notified when I upload videos. I also want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about in this video. So this company is pretty cool. It's a CBD company, and they also have they're the only company in America that has an FDA approval for their topical products. So that's very impressive, and it was launched by their parent company, Aident Scientific, and it took them a long time to get that. No other company has that, and they're also in CVS stores, and yeah, they're getting across all these stores in America. So this is just on new cannabis ventures. I'm not gonna go through it, but I'll read the highlighted parts. In 24 months, the brand grew from 100 practitioners to 10,000 and 50,000 sales per month to more than 1 million sales per month. So that's grown the business 20 times in the last 2 years. And then it's grown the business 100 times as far as practitioners that are dealing with the product. So that's pretty impressive. Yeah, it's very impressive that they're able to do that. I just learning about this company tonight, so this is pretty new to me. Nobody else on YouTube has made a video about this besides one small cap media, I think. But yeah, I mean, everybody. It seems lately everybody wants to say that they brought this news first or something like that, and honestly, I don't really care. I mean, I bring news first, and nobody really knows about it because I don't have a big viewership. But I don't know. I just wanted to say my piece about that. And Walgreens has announced that they are bringing CBD products into 1,500 stores. So that's another place where it would be. So it's talking about 100 people suffer from acute or chronic pain in the country, and they can walk into their local pharmacy and their topicals and deal with arthritis or neck pain. And they're developed for itch, rash, eczema, and acne. And they're continuing research and development with new products in the pipeline that they're going to roll out in the next 6 to 9 to 12 and 18 months. So it's talking about Bengay, Tiger, and some other type of pain relief products. They only work for 20 to 40 minutes, and they're saying that their products are lasting from 2 to 6 hours. And it's not the only advantage that they have. So pharmaceutical companies currently selling topical pain relief have yet to introduce their own CBD products because they wanted to wait until the passage of the Farm Bill. So I guess he's just hinting at the fact that they're a big acquisition target for the big pharmaceutical companies because they're FDA approved. So what the other companies that are now in CVS and Kroger's and some other stores that are selling CBDs, they're only allowed to be supplements or cosmetics. They're not able to be proven for for what they can do, so they can't make medical claims. And he doesn't expect, the CEO, I just listened to the video, but I didn't listen to it all, but I heard him say that he doesn't expect any companies to get FDA approved within 12 to 18 months because it takes a long time to get approved. So they have a big, first on board with the FDA approval. So they're leaps and bounds ahead of all the other competition. And they secured 50 million at the beginning of this year and went public. So he sees a lot of interest from pharmacy chains, and they might need to raise more money just so they can expand with their hemp and all that stuff like that. So you can go to New Cannabis Ventures and look into interviews and scroll down and find this interview. It's 30 minutes long, and yeah, it's interesting. So this is their share structure. It's 5 million shares out, 5.5 million shares out, and total is 17.3 million shares. So it's very, very, very small. And so based on the shares out today, it's around 77 million Canadian and around probably around 50 to 55 million USD. So very inexpensive. Now, if I could have got in at 9.90, that would have been an awesome buy. But it went to $18 because it's got such a tight float that as soon as this thing moves, it could go to $25, $30. So I don't know. I don't know where this stock's going to go, but it looks very impressive. And it says they just announced an increase to their bought deal. So they have a fair amount of cash, I guess. So each warrant is for $18, and they just had to issue 2.143 million shares. But I guess it looks as though that it hasn't been closed yet, maybe. So this is April 22nd. So that would be the next catalyst when it closes and they get that 30 million. That would be very impressive. So let's look at their products, and then we're going to go through their investor presentation. So look at the products. They look very nice. Pro Sport massage oil, arthritis for severe deep muscle and joint pain relief, mild over-the-counter registered remedies, combine the latest with finest organic for superior results. Pain stick, and then massage oil and active sport. So they're well, they have CBD medical. Yeah, here, this is it. It says CBD Clinic, Revolutionary Pain Clinic. So this is for safe and rapid relief from acute musculoskeletal pain, CBD. These are just to health practitioners across the country, so you can't get it in your CVS or anywhere. And these include chiropractors, acupuncturists, massage therapists, and physical therapists. And they have 5 variant formulations for different levels of pain. So level 1 is for mild pain, and level 5 is the strongest, and then in between 3 is moderate. So, and then they have this CBD Medic. These that can be sold at CVS, and these are just hemp. So they're active sport, back and neck, and arthritis, various types of pain, and it's just from the CBD hemp extract. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. So this is the product where you're going to be able to get anywhere, and this is if you see a massage therapist or chiropractor or physiotherapist. So yeah, it's pretty cool. They got 2 lines. I think this probably has THC in it, maybe. And yeah, so this is the investor presentation. It says 20.5 million shares, fully diluted. So that would be around 280 million Canadian. And then they added another, so close to 300 million, 310 million. So this is well received by consumers and healthcare practitioners. The guy says that they're getting a lot of calls from different pharmacies. So yeah, they seem very in demand. So it says 84.5 million are impacted by a form of skin disease. And their skincare is aimed at 2.6 million of medical costs attributed to key skin conditions. And costs of skin include 15 billion in prescription drugs and 10 billion in over-the-counter. So yeah, it's a big industry where they're attacking. So their opportunity over 65,000 retail locations, pharmacies in the US. So with their ointments, creams, pain sticks, sprays, and massage oils. So they're targeting largest retail pharmacy chains, grocery and mass retailers utilizing major national brokers and fulfillment centers. So they've increased production capability by 20 times and they're building inventory. So they're engaged a leading US marketing agency specializing in pharma to support their retail launch. So that'll help them at the pharmacy level. 800,000 practitioners in the US. So that's pretty big. And they use and practice and sold in over 9,000 practitioner offices. So they want to grow it about 80 times the business. So that would be very big and very profitable. The guy says they're getting about 40% margins, so that's very impressive. So their near-term focus is in Canada and the EU and Australian markets. So they have Israel-based technology scouting, and because they're very active in research and development in cannabinoids. So they're continually trying to improve their products. So they plan to do a nationwide marketing campaign for CBD Medic and CBD Clinic. That's when this company is really going to take off. So this is their revenues from 2018, 5.579 million for 9 months. So that's close to about 8 million for a total 12 months. And the year before they did 2.575 million, and they had net income of 1 million and 44,000. So it's impressive. And they're considering applying to OTCQX for US cross listing. This is the CEO with 30 years of extensive business funding, launching and growing companies in the chemical and medical and pharmaceutical sectors. This guy's from the US Marines. He was a colonel. He's the VP of operations and the CFO. He worked for Stanley Black & Decker, Pitney Bowes, Medtronic, and the Gillette Company. So they're first to market with a line of over-the-counter registered pain relief and skincare products containing cannabinoid-rich hemp extract. Yeah, I think it's an interesting company for sure. So this is their CBD clinic on YouTube, and this is some pro players. Like this guy played for the NFL, for the Denver Broncos, and some other people. I don't know how famous these guys are, but I've never really heard of their names. But I think a lot of these people are athletes, so that's cool that they're working with athletes. So so yeah, this is the company Investment Pitch Media. They got a video about this company, but nobody has a lot of has a video on this. Let's look at view count. Yeah, I mean this had 324 views. I haven't watched that video, but I mean nobody's really onto this company. So it's a company to check out. And I mean, even if you got say like 10 or 20 shares, those shares could be worth like $1,000 or like $2,000 maybe in the next 6 months to a year or even less. I think this company's got a lot going for it. It's basically the topical king for CBD. The way I look at it, you got CWeb, CVSI, and Elixinol and Isodol who are doing CBD products in hemp, but this is the company that's FDA approved for topical. So nobody can put themselves at that level. You got Cura that are at Walgreens and CVS, I think. I don't know about Walgreens, but they're at some stores. So they're getting their name out there that they're a dominant CBD player, but they're only on the cosmetical and the supplement side. This is proven FDA approved products. So all their products are FDA approved. So that's awesome. And that puts them in the same type of rankings that a company such as GW Pharmacies could be on. I mean, obviously they're not as big as GW Pharmaceuticals, but the fact that they're having the FDA approved on their products, and so does GW Pharmaceutical. They have their products that are FDA approved. It puts them at the same type of class. I mean, so obviously they're not the same. GW Pharmaceuticals is probably like a $4 or $5 billion company, or maybe more, and this company is at around 300 million. So I mean, I don't know the exact products that GW Pharmaceuticals has, but basically, I don't see a reason why this can't go to $1 billion or $1.5 billion or $2 billion and be a 3 to 5 time bagger. Uh, but again, it could have problems, and people could just not want to buy the stock, and it might go down to say like $5 or $10 in the next couple months because nobody's interested in this company. So it's hard to say, but they just did a raise at $14 and the warrants are at $18. So anybody that just bought just paid $14 for it. So if you're buying it tomorrow or in the next week, you're paying the same amount of money as the people that just financed. So something to think about. Anyways, that's enough that I want to talk about Abacus health products and ABCS in Canada. So until next time, peace. And please give me a subscription and a thumbs up. And yeah,